What's up, everybody? It's me, it's AlexisMaurice, and my co-host, Mr.
Trei Hollywood.
And it is time for an all-new episode of The Wind Up. Go ahead and pour yourself a glass of wine, pull up a chair, because we are about to discuss the Real Housewives of Potomac Season 8 premiere, as well as the premiere of Married to Medicine Season 10, okay? Before we begin, make sure that you like this video on YouTube. Please make sure that you comment below and let us know what you're thinking as we're going along. Make sure that you subscribe, and also make sure that you share it with the world. Somebody who's looking for our support, but honey, get somebody else to do it.
Get somebody else to do it.
Because I ain't got time for Robyn and her shenanigans.
Oh boy, here we go again. Yeah, I'm out. Yeah, sorry.
The Real Housewives of Potomac really centered around Robyn and Juan Dixon, honey. I really wish that Juan Dixon was not in this episode.
I am so glad that Juan Dixon is not here right now.
Because Juan, as fine as you is, dude, as fine as you is, baby, you are so full of shit. And you know what? It's not really for me or Trey or any of us to believe, but if you really think that we is gonna believe what you got going on, child, get somebody else to believe that, honey.
Get somebody else to do it.
Yeah. We found out at the end of last season that Robyn basically kept something about her marriage from the entire show.
The
whole season, they were on Chris Bassett's back. And this whole time, Juan had his own rumors out there. But according to Robyn, she was waiting for a Karen to bring it up on the show. There has been a picture of Juan at the nail salon with another woman. There was a video of pictures of Juan at the laundromat with another woman. According to him, he said it was a former co-worker. Yeah, it is what it is. Then we found out that Juan had hotels in his name because he felt sorry for a girl who was in town and she couldn't, get the room or pay for the room, or, she came to hook up with somebody. It went south. She didn't have nowhere to go. He felt sorry for her, so he went up there and put his name and his card on the line for another girl. And of course, what did she do? She came forward with the receipts. Trey, before we get to how delusional Robyn is defending his ass, but what did you think about finding out that Robyn kept this whole thing from us last season?
Now, we all have rented hotels before. We've rented Airbnbs. We've done those things. And we all know that when you go check out the hotel, you got to be there to check out. They're not going to let you check out under my credit card.
No, because you can really just walk out without checking out. They'll just close it out. You gotta be there to check in.
That's my point.
Be there to check in.
So my thing is, what makes you think that you really think that we think that you just went and paid for a room and left? Even Robyn stated in the beginning of the show, if she is pretty, why wouldn't you try to make a pass? My thing about it is that I don't ever believe any stupidity like that, because at this point you're thinking that we're delusional, just like Robyn's delusional, and it's a point, it's getting to a point where we're kind of thinking, are you kind of like Raul? Like, are you gonna be gaslighting us all season? Like, is that what your plan is?
And then on top of that, he's lost his job now too, so he's no longer the coach.
Trying to play it off as like, we wasn't winning anything, so that's why I got fired.
Baby. Juan, the whole world know that is not the reason you got fired, child. You didn't get any victories, but what was really going on, sexual harassment allegations with one of the assistant coaches or something, that whole story, it's just a bunch of delusion around both Juan and Robyn. But what we saw in the episode, Robyn standing by her man.
That's mine. I'm going to stick beside him.
Which caused Gizelle, Charisse, and Ashley to, come on. What was Destiny's Child song? Girl! All I could hear.
And they sitting her down and talking to her.
Take a minute, girl. Come and sit down and tell us what's been happening. Know that we love you.
They sat there and they allowed her to say what she felt. And when she stated that we stole her joy, or the public stole her joy, and people stole her joy.
We did.
And
we did.
It's like you're forgetting who started it.
Did. We stole her joy. Not her cheating ass husband. I was going to say fiance, but they got married last season. We did see that. But her husband is the one who's stealing her joy, not us. And I think the part with Robyn that I think is really pissing everyone off, they talk so much trash about other people, and then you're in a situation where everyone is like, come on, girl.
Just like I think Andy said back last season when she was on Watch What Happened. Like, this was your time to be able to get ahead of it. But you did not. You're waiting on Karen to spill the beans. For what?
Let me say this. People cheat. We understand that. Things happen sometimes. I'm not making an excuse for it, but you making an excuse for it versus holding him accountable, you're making yourself look really, really foolish on national television. And you can sit here and say that you don't care or this, but it's written all over your face, girl, that he's hurt you.
It's written all over your face.
You don't have to say your word at all. I'm glad that they took the first episode to kind of talk about Robyn and set the tone. My whole thing going forward, though, is they need to keep their foot on her neck all season long. She lied to the viewers all last season, so this whole season, don't take your foot off Robyn's neck.
Keep it on there.
So Gizelle got a new man, honey.
He was cooking.
I think he's younger than you and Trei.
Yeah, I did the math. He's 37.
To me, it was kind of creepy watching Gizelle with this young man that looks like he could be like her oldest son. Yeah. And he was sitting at the table with her daughter, making sushi with that white refrigerator in the background.
No, let's not even talk about the white microwave that was sitting on the counter. I'll take a picture of that. Now, I see if the microwave was installed above the stove. No, it was on the kitchen counter. The white refrigerator looked like it's in the dining room. It's so far out of the kitchen. Like, why is it all the way over there?
The white refrigerator. I was like, oh, not a white refrigerator.
Listen, you don't pay no bills in Gizelle's house. So you let her.
So basically, but let's talk about this man. So this man is fine. He is fine. He looked like he's cultured. He's doing some cooking, doing some sushi and stuff. I said if she's happy, I'm happy for her. I'm always about people really being loved. I can't stand Gizelle for nothing in this world, but I love love. And if he's there for a genuine purpose to actually be with her rather than just to be for TV, then I hope it's real. He's a very attractive person. She's beautiful.
She said there's some things going on in the West Wing that ain't never been going on in the West Wing before. So Gizelle, honey, go ahead and get your groove back, honey. But anywho, moving right along. So another thing that came out from this particular episode too is that we saw Mia and Gordon have moved from a 20,000 square foot house to a 1,500 square foot house. We already know Mia is really separated from Gordon now, that she's living her best life and she's actually involved with another man. And a lot of this has happened since Gordon has been kicked out of his family business. His brothers decided to kick him off because they were questioning some of the financial books. Where is the money? Show me the money, honey. Where is the money? Show me the money! Are you spending all of our money to, show this lavish lifestyle on the Real Housewives of Potomac? If that's the case, we kicking your ass out. Now, what I gathered from this scene between Gordon and Mia is that it sounded like to me that Mia also has questioned some of the things that Gordon has been doing. Because if you notice, she was like, he said, well, you even asked me, like, what are you doing? Like, what did you do? If you did something, let me know. Don't blindside me. And for me, it just seems like Mia feels like something ain't right. I don't want these people to think I have been purposely stealing the money because I worked for the company. I was an employee. I was putting forth the effort. I helped build it too. But if there is signs of embezzlement and my husband did some stuff that I didn't know about, let me walk away and wipe my hands clean of this. What did you think about all of this so far, Trei?
I gathered that too, because some people would say that, she was with him for only the money, but in a sense, if you think about it, it was trying to build together, because even last season, she was saying how she had, her hands in being ownership and everything. Like you said, wash your hands away with it, get a step away while I can.
Because you're not going to Erica Jane me.
Get somebody else to do it.
And let me go take this Real Housewives of Potomac check and let me do my own thing, honey. Mia's never really didn't say that she's not a gold digger, but just like she at BravoCon, when they were asking her about it, Sharice was like, well, she ain't messing with no broke nigga.
She ain't gonna deal with no broke nigga. Okay. I'm curious.
If you see that your house is about to crumble down and you don't have full disclosure, some people may criticize other people, but let me take a step back.
Right.
And let's figure this out. Or you figure out what the hell you did, because you is not gonna make me give back my $1 million earrings like they was trying to make Erica Jane give us back.
Hello.
Now somebody else who appears to be a gold digger, I ain't calling her no gold digger. Let's scoot on over to Married to Medicine, honey, where Dr. G. Now Dr. G is Quad's ex-husband, who is now back on season 10 of Married to Medicine during an interaction that Sweet Tea is what we call her.
Yeah,
or whatever.
Sweet Tea.
Interaction that she was having at their bridal engagement part or bridal part, whatever it was, at their house, and which I'm gonna get back to that in a minute. They asked her, what about being engaged or about to be Mrs.,
being a fiance. What do you enjoy about being a fiance?
Do you like the most? And she said access to the money. And then, on top of that, we found out how they met each other, which was down in the DMs, child. So, Trey, does this smell or look like a gold digger to you?
Let me tell you something. I said this before she even opened her mouth about having access to the money. I said that she ain't nothing but here for the money. She in the TV. Mm-hmm. She gonna probably marry this man, get some money off of him, get her own show, or this is all for her. This she's a gold digger. Look at her family, like even her twin, like her friends came. They just looked like they was like, girl, need to get this money. And the fact that she slid into the DMs, right? I mean, and mentioned what she can do. That was off gate. Red flag, code red, abort.
Well, he didn't abort the mission because obviously they got married. It looks like it's going to be a roller coaster of a ride this season, you know, based on a little preview that they showed us. If you haven't seen it, head over to the Lineups page because it is on our Instagram and Facebook pages. But Sweet Tea looks just like Toya. It's kind of weird. It's kind of creepy.
So weird. It is so weird. When she came through the door, I was like, even Phaedra. When Phaedra saw her, she was like, wait, because she saw her twin, she was like, she thought that was Sweet Tea.
Right.
They look so much alike.
Speaking of coming through the door, what are your thoughts on Dr. G moving his new wife into the house that he had with Juan? Could you live in a house that a dude had with another man?
So, probably yes.
Okay.
Because I'm not in the limelight like they are.
That is my point, Trey. Yeah. Yes.
So I probably could, but if I was in the limelight they are, no, it wouldn't. I couldn't.
The optics just look bad. Now, you know, in the greater scheme of things, yes, it's probably a home that he already owns. He probably has already paid down the home off. I'm assuming that he has. You were on TV with another wife in this house. I don't think I, as a man, could set my wife up for failure like that, for people to kind of criticize her. Like, there was a whole behind the scenes, but she kind of took us in, you know, in there.
Like we ain't seen it before. Girl, we done seen that house. This ain't cribs. What you doing?
But
take your broke ass back to Texas.
Even Dr. Jackie was like, this is weird. I ain't been over to this house in what,
she was like,
because
this used to be the purple room, ain't it? Like, she was like, yeah.
Dr. Jackie is so shady. I say this, if I was dating a man and if he had kids, that would probably be a different story because of the fact that they're familiar with the house. I may be a little bit more willing to stay there.
Right.
But if it's just me and him, nah, nigga, you're gonna have to buy me a new house. We are going to have to go get a new house. But I'm not gonna be on TV. I'm sorry, you call me shallow, you can call me whatever you want to call me. I'm not gonna be on TV sitting up in another woman's house that these women have been through the whole world done saw. I'm sorry, it just looks good. So Sweet Tea girl, we can't tell you what to do because at the end of the day, beginning of the morning, middle of the afternoon, that's y'all money. But make Dr. G get you a new house, girl. Then we also saw argument between Dr. Simone and Dr. Heavenly. I wanted to talk with you about this because I wanted to see what your perspective was. So we saw that Sweet Tea needed, you know, a medical, you know, consultation done. She went to Dr. Simone because Dr. Simone and Dr. G were close. But what Dr. Simone did was she referred Sweet Tea to another doctor / surgeon versus sending it to Dr. Jackie. Now, Heavenly was like, well, we all friends. You know, if Dr. Jackie do it, let's just keep the money in the friend group. Why would you refer her to somebody else? So, Trey, if you had a business, would you be upset if I or another one of your friends referred a potential client to another competitor versus referring them to you?
Absolutely. I would absolutely be mad. I'll give an example. Rasan had posted something the other day on social media and in regards to the industry that I work in. I'm like, Rasan, why didn't you just call or text me? Mm-hmm. And he was like, you know what? I didn't even think about it. I wasn't mad that he didn't reach out after I responded to his tweet, and then he did reach out to me. But I think it's important for us to be able to use our resources in-house, keep it in the circle, keep it in the family. So yeah, if I had a business and you referred them to somebody else, I'm like, Maurice, what the fuck? Like, you hurting my pockets. You could be referring them to me and keep it in the family. It was messy as fuck. I felt it because I would have did the same thing too. I'm like, girl, so why you ain't, I just want to know, like, what's tea? You know what I'm saying? Sweet tea, what's tea? I love that moment. I think that was a good moment to start off the season.
I thought it was in poor taste. It felt like Heavenly and Dr. Jackie had a conversation about this in private, and then Heavenly, being the ball of mess that she is, decided to bring it up on camera. And I thought it was extremely messy, but I kind of see it the other way, Trey. I understand where you come from. You're right. You want to keep it in-house. But if I am going to refer someone on my word, on my name, I want to make sure that I'm referring them to someone who can get the job done. Being the person that am a resource for a lot of people, for a lot of things. So people come to me and was like, what, who would you refer? Do you know this? Do you know this person? Do you know somebody? And there have been times where I have not sent business away of certain people because I know that they are not going to be up to standard to meet the expectations of that particular client. It's just the reality of the situation. I don't want to set my friend up for failure, and then I also don't want to set the person who's looking to me for advice up for failure as well too.
So you think she would have been set up for failure?
Well, I mean, we all know Dr. Jackie is extremely busy, but to your point, I see where you're going with this. That's what Heavenly was said. Like Dr. Jackie, I would let Dr. Jackie do a root canal in my mouth, and she ain't even into dentistry or anything like that.
Right.
So I get that. You're right. That is a solid point. Clearly, Dr. Jackie can actually do it. But also considering this is a new girl in our group, we don't really know her like that. I don't want to throw her off. So since she's new, let me go ahead and pass her off to another doctor until we get to know this woman. Now, there have been times where I have gone to a friend and said, hey, this person is looking for this. Do you think this is something you can do? Because if you can, I'm going to refer to you, send this business your way. You've had this issue in the past. I want to make sure that you're up to speed before I bring someone else in. I have done that too. There's sometimes where I also know the person ain't where they need to be, so I just go ahead and send them off to somebody else too. But you guys comment below and let us know what you think about this situation as well too. All right, Trey, is there anything we missed from the episode?
I have one clip that I saw that I can't wait. We can just wait till we get to that point in the show. It was a clip that I saw that I'm so excited about. When there's like a bridal shower and Phaedra brings a guest with her. Did you see that clip? Oh, I can't wait. Can't wait. I'm so excited. That is going to be the most messiest thing I ever seen in reality TV history.
And what he's talking about is apparently it's going to be Sweet Tea's bridal shower or bachelorette party. And Miss Phaedra, with her messy ass, decides to bring Quad into the mix. That's one thing we do need to talk about before we end this episode. Phaedra, what do you think about Phaedra? They led in with Phaedra into this actual episode. So what do you think about that?
They knew what to do. We weren't even 5 minutes into the episode and we talking about Phaedra. The queen
Let me say this.
herself is back.
Okay,
She's good for television.
Whatever.
She's good for television.
Let me say this. Let me say this as a viewer. Phaedra, your boyfriend is not an emoji, honey. Phaedra bet not get on this season with that fake shit, Trey. She bet not get on here with that fake stuff. Is you in a relationship or is you not, girl? Did they just use that as a guise or a disguise to get you on this show just cause? Phaedra, don't get on this show and start playing in our faces. You already on thin ice and treading a line any damn way. But the fact that you coming on here and we don't see who this man is, girl, throw all her scenes away. Throw it away, Trey.
Cardi B said it best. No face.
No case. Whatever, girl. We need to see who this man is. As viewers, we deserve that. You caused all that ruckus and all that confusion over there on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and then you coming over here stunting on us with this make-believe boyfriend, girl. You need to see this man before the season is over with. And if we don't see him, fire her ass and take her off of this show next season. I'm not even, this is Married to Medicine. Bryant told us that. This is Married to Medicine. You ain't even married to medicine, girl. So why are you here?
Why are you even here? You ain't even married to medicine, my love.
Maurice, there's a lot of people on Real Housewives of Atlanta that ain't married. They ain't no housewife.
Well, if you ask me, I feel that that's something that they need to fix too. If they not engaged, they need to be engaged and married. I don't think they should be on the Real Housewives.
How many of them girls on New York are married?
Here's the thing. Sai is married. Aaron is married. Uber's not married. Bryn's not married. Jenna fucking Lyons is in a relationship. So that counts.
It does. Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, well, she was when they were filming, she was coming out of a relationship.
Oh, okay.
So when she signed up, she was gonna be in a relationship. She was gonna be in a situation.
Right.
Again, Trey, if you're not a housewife or a pending housewife, I don't think you need to be on the show. The show is The Real Housewives, unless you are grandfathered in. Quad is grandfathered in because she was married to medicine. Other than that, these women need to go. Any person that they bring on the show, they all need to be married, in my personal opinion.
Okay, well, Gizelle and Robyn, well, because Robyn ain't really
Well,
married.
Robyn's married. Giselle's
Allegedly.
not.
Allegedly.
But Gizelle is all up in everybody's business. But she got a relationship now. We're going to see how real it is by the end of this season. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of The Wind Up. Again, make sure that you like this video. Please share it on all of your social media platforms. Comment.
Bring them in.
On social media and comment on YouTube. Bring it in. Help us run them numbers up. And we thank you guys so much for watching. And we will see you guys next time. Remember, you are good enough. Bye, y'all.
Peace.